Hello guys, this is a trade breakdown on EU, and this was a sell. And how did I catch this trade? Now you can see price was rejecting from this key level, and after rejecting from this key level, we also took out all these previous highs on the daily time frame. We cleared out all these highs on the daily time frame, like multiple highs on the daily time frame, and we tapped into this key level. And also we had the CRT right here. We had the CRT price closed with the CRT by taking out this previous high. So what are we expecting? We're expecting price to come for the low of this candle. We're expecting price to come for the low of this candle. This will be our target. Now, for us to confirm if this bias is valid, after price rejected this key level, we need a break of structure on the lower time frame, be it the 4 hours time frame or the 1 hour time frame. Now, moving to the 4 hours time frame. Now, on the 4 hours time frame, what do you see? On the 4 hours time frame, this is what I saw. We had a break of structure here. After price broke structure, we need the key level to sell from. Now, what type of key level? We had an OCL, or we had an apex, which was this. Now, which one will you sell from? Now, looking at this, I saw this key level right here, this OCL that was disrespected. I love trading from such key levels that have been disrespected with volume. Now, if you can see this OCL, right, this OCL was disrespected with volume, and one of the ways I always trade this type of key level, if I can refer to the lower time frame and I see a breaker block and a fair value gap, this is a high probability setup for me. Why? Because we have a break of structure confirming we are bearish, and now we have to look for a valid key level. These are the most essential things. We need a bias and we need structure and valid key level. Now, after confirming my bias, I am bearish. I need a valid structure, which price broke here, and I need a valid key level, which is this. This is one of the way I pick my valid key level. Now, this OCL that have been disrespected, I know this previous candle act as a liquidity. Act as liquidity. Now this will act as liquidity for me. This is my POI. Now I still need to refine this key level on the lower time frame. Now if we can go to the 2 hours time frame, it's an OCL. I still need another time frame like the 1 hour or the 30 minutes. That's my final result. Now if you look on this 1 hour time frame, it was fresh and it was inside a QM with a fair value gap. This makes this high probability for me already. If I have a break of structure, a fair value gap, this is a candle liquidity, right? This is a candlestick liquidity. So now this key level, I saw something again on the 30-minute time frame that made sense, which that's where I got my entry. Now if you go to the lower time frame, right? If you go to the lower time frame, you can now refine this key level. You can now refine this key level here into this QM here. This was my final result. So I got my entry from here. So I got my entry. Exactly, this is where I got my entry. My stop loss was somewhere around here, and I was targeting this low right here. This was my first TP. 50% of that candle. I targeted this 50% of this daily candle. This was my target. 50% of this daily candle. That was my target, because after price took out that CRT, I know very well that, okay, now this 50%, no matter what, price needs to come to this 50% of this candle before we can have a reversal, or price can move right to the downside to take out the external low right here. So you can see this was a nice setup. You see price tap into a key level, took out all these highs, then also gave us a CRT on the higher time frame, which is the daily time frame, and we had a break of structure, and then we looked for our valid key level, and then we got our entry.